Oh yeah! Oh, what? You guys don't shave with an axe too? It is hot out here. Brr, brr, brr. It's cold this morning, you guys. What a beautiful fall morning. Sun's just rising, poking through the trees. I'm going to start the day off by cooking a hearty breakfast here. We got bacon and eggs, hash browns with onions. I'll show you guys how we cook cowboy coffee on the campfire. Oh yeah, there's a few in here. Alright, so cowboy coffee is extremely easy to make. All you need is a kettle, a pot, you could even use a tin can, soup can, whatever you have, just make sure it's not going to melt on the fire. So I'll just take some nice clean fresh water, fill the kettle up. I'm going to throw a couple cups in here. Always save enough for afterwards. I'll show you that step in here in a few minutes. Take your coffee. I don't measure nothing. Just scoop away here, eyeball it, whatever you think. Making a bit of a mess, but we're outside, so that doesn't matter. So that'll be good for coffee. And then back in the olden days, out on the range, the cowboys used to always take an egg, you crack it, and then you even crush up all the shells. So these are farm fresh eggs. I did wash it, so don't panic. Put the shells in, take a spoon, whisk it up. And then the reason for the egg apparently is it's supposed to take down all the acid and make the coffee extremely smooth tasting. And it does work. So we'll just put the egg and shells in there. Put our lid on. And then our fire's rolling good here, so we'll sit it down here on the grill. Put it right there until it starts boiling. So yeah, I'm not a chef, so I'm not real speedy at this, and I don't want to cut my fingers off. There, the potatoes are all sliced up. I'm just gonna put this to the side, and then we'll start on the onions. You definitely want lots of onion. That's always the best part. These onions are right out of the garden, so they have so much flavor. Bacon's starting to smell really good, starting to cook. Okay. That's so good, you guys. Breakfast turned out amazing. I'm going to get this down into the belly here, and then we'll start doing some chores. Well, breakfast is over, so that means it's time to do the chores. Get these guys some food and water, and I'm going to move some straw and make a nice bed in that silo for these little calves for the winter here. Oh, are you looking at my camera? He's my little buddy. Loves the head scratching.
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. A couple of escapees.
Easy. Easy.
So later this evening, this brown guy and this pink girl right here, they're gonna go in the freezer. It's kind of bittersweet because we need the meat, and that is why we raise them. But we got these guys when they were about, they were about this big old. They were orphans. We bottle fed them in the cabin. We up with them at like 1 in the morning because they were hungry. So it's kind of sad, but we know they've had a good life.
Hey guys. Child labor at its finest here. Learning life skills, that's what it's all about. Clean up my boots. Clean up my boots, guys. All right, guys, we just made it to the local landfill here. Had to bring a bunch of trash. So we're just looking through the metal pile here and came across a bunch of roof metal. This stuff comes in so handy to build little shelters or whatever. It's pretty decent shape, a few holes, but we're definitely taking it all. One man's garbage is another man's treasures.
So I was too excited when we were at the landfill. I forgot to show you guys there. But check out what I found. This is all enameled cast iron. My favorite thing to cook on. It's really expensive. So this is like so exciting to me. It's wonderful. Some nice new little pots. They're definitely dirty, but that's okay. Some good old-fashioned soap and water. We'll scrub those right up.
All right, guys, it is such a beautiful afternoon here. We're going to switch gears and load up the chainsaw and fuel and whatnot and get back here into the bush. And we're going to try and get a full truckload of wood here for the winter time. And just a bonus, there's no snow on the ground. It'll be super easy. So just quick load here. All right, guys, we're back in the bush. Actually, this is the same spot I got attacked by bees about a month ago. So hopefully they're gone, or at least maybe sleeping, and we can get some wood and don't get stung 100 times.
Family that gets wood together stays warm together.
It's getting hot in here. Who needs a gym pass when you can be working out in the bush here? Well, guys, I lost my helper somewhere. I'm not sure where they went. They must be doing chores somewhere. But let's get this wood split. Not all of it, but get a good chunk of it done. And then I need to get ready to kill these 2 pigs tonight. Once the temperatures drop down, I think it's supposed to drop to like -4 tonight. So it's going to be perfect weather just to hang them. And then we're going to butcher them all tomorrow. And but yeah, let's get this wood going. So this is a 7-pound sledgehammer / maul made by Fisker. I'm pretty sure they just came out with these a couple years ago, but it's quite the beast, and definitely makes splitting really easy and keeps you in good shape. Just, yeah, it's a workhorse. All this stuff is spruce, so it's a soft wood. It's not like it's real hard to split in the first place, but it's super dry and it's been down for probably about a year and a half. So yeah, it's dried right out. And the combination with this heavy axe or maul, this stuff splits really easy. Basically just the weight of the axe splits it, which is nice.
Took a bit of time and a lot of scrubbing, but I got these dishes sparkling. I'm so excited. This guy right here, as you can see inside, maybe, is starting to chip and it's pretty worn. I couldn't get that too clean, so Joe had the smart idea to put the candle in there. It gets really dark back here trying to cook in the evening, so this will be useful for us to light things up. So this is kind of what I had envisioned when Joe put these shelves up. I wanted a collection of enameled cast iron. This blanket here actually that our dog sleeps on was sort of the color scheme that I had envisioned. So it worked out really, really well with the orange that I got today. So I'm really excited about this. Spent a good 10 minutes just standing here staring at it and can't wait to cook it on it.
All right, the sun's starting to set there, as you guys can see in the background. So we're gonna get ready and process these pigs tonight. I'm gonna skin them out and whatnot. And like I said in previous videos, we won't show all that stuff. But tomorrow we're gonna be butchering them. I don't see why we can't show a little bit of that. It's no different than buying meat from the store and cutting it up. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll do our thing tonight. Then tomorrow morning we'll get back at it. Good morning. Yeah, we worked late last night and we got the pigs all done. They hung overnight here in the shop. It was nice and cool. I think it was like just above freezing, so it was perfect for hanging. And it's bright and early this morning, so I'm going to start butchering here, get them all cut up. And I want to do a bunch of salt curing as well, so we'll show you guys that process. All right, we're wrapping all the little presents here.
We've tried the actual butcher tape before, but for some reason it just comes off in the freezer. So tuck tape doesn't look as nice, but it works really good.
All organic meat, no chemicals, no steroids. This is the pile I'm gonna salt cure later.
Nice stack of meat already wrapped there. Freezer's gonna be filling up here real quick.
All right, so we're down to the hindquarters here. Just about got it. We're definitely not professional butchers, but it all goes in our freezer. It doesn't have to be real pretty. And but yeah, we're getting a lot of meat off these two pigs.
Chickens are actually omnivores and they go crazy over meat. We don't give them meat real often, but we threw this chunk of pork leg in here because we were butchering for a little treat for them.
All right, so we're all done butchering the two pigs. They're all wrapped and put in the freezer. I kept out two back straps. I cut them down to roughly 6 to 8 inches in length here. And we're gonna salt cure these. So it's a very old technique, very simple technique. All you do is you take your meat. I buy this fine grade salt at the feed stores. And it's super cheap. I think it's like $10 Canadian for this whole bag. And this stuff will last a couple years. And what you do, take your piece of meat, bunch of salt, and whatever salt sticks to it, that's all you need. So just pack it down. You want to get all 4 sides. So yeah, once the salt's on there, all 4 sides, all I do is just stick it on an old oven rack, and then I'm gonna place it inside the smoker here. So I'll get all 4 pieces done. So you guys, when you're doing this, if there's any loose pieces of meat, you have to make sure you get the salt all tucked in there. Just pack it in any little grooves, and that way the salt will pull out all the moisture. All right, there's the last piece of meat. I'm just going to take a little bit of salt, throw it on top. All right, so I'm not actually smoking this meat. All I'm doing is just using the smoker for storage. The temperatures here in northern Canada for the next week is like hovering around that +2 mark, just above freezing. So it's absolutely perfect conditions to dry this stuff. And I'll leave it in here for about 5 to 7 days. Next weekend, I'll check on it. All the moisture will just drip down, and then we'll take it out. We'll add our spices and wrap it up with butcher twine and hang it up for about 3 months. What did you find? Let's see. Oh, hold on. Well, that's been down there for a while, eh, buddy? Very cool. We'll bring this guy back and do some landscaping at the cabin with him. Always fun just being out in nature, doing some treasure hunting, looking for things, and just spending quality time. What is that, an old bottle? Let's see. So Nash just found a beer, and it's not even open. Full bottle of beer, cap still on. Red Stripe, was it called, Nash? Turn it over. Yeah, Red Stripe. And we're way out in the bush, so that's pretty neat. We're gonna take this home and just put it on the shelf. And no, you're not gonna drink it, Nash. That's cool, buddy. Let's see. So it's Red Stripe Jamaican beer. That stuff came from Jamaica, Nash. Just found another skull. He's kind of wedged underneath this log Nash is ripping up here. What is that? Whoa, Nash, that thing has tusks. I think that's a pig. Isn't it? Let's see it. Hold it up. Yeah, that's an old... Wonder if that's a wild hog. That's cool. Isn't his spine there too? See if you can get his spine. Yeah, leave that there. Oh, there's his jaw. Yeah, that's a hog. That's sweet.
Today we butchered our pigs, so obviously we're having pork for supper. I have this nice pork roast here. I'm gonna season it, stuff it with garlic, and cook it up slow on the wood stove. Gonna go all out for the boys today. While that's cooking, I'm gonna put together a rhubarb raspberry crisp to have with ice cream for dessert. So take a look and hope you enjoy it. So this is gonna add a lot of flavor to our pork. Plus it's such a treat when you get a slice that has the garlic in it. So good. Okay, I think we have it covered. Let's go get a nice sear on this. While our pork is cooking, I'm gonna get dessert going. I'm gonna make a berry rhubarb crisp. So in Alberta, rhubarb is so easy to grow. Almost everybody has rhubarb, can't get rid of rhubarb. So we have a massive rhubarb plant. So I have some here that was frozen in the freezer. As well as raspberries. And we are so fortunate that we have just an enormous amount of raspberries on our property. So this past summer, I spent probably about 3 weeks picking raspberries almost daily to have in the freezer for just an occasion like this. So let's get it all mixed up. Just washed my hands, so now we can mix all this up. We want that butter to crumble in here. Almost there. Put our lid on. We'll go get this on the stove. This will take quite a while to cook. I'm going to cook this slow. So I'm going to put it near the back of the stove where it's not quite as hot and elevated. And we'll just let this cook away for a few hours until we're ready for dessert. We have a nice sear on the other side of our roast. So I think we can go ahead and put the lid on that. We're also going to elevate it so that it doesn't continue to cook quite so fast. There. All right, that is tucked away nicely. So now we have our roast cooking, our dessert cooking, and I can get some dishes done here before dinner. Okay, so we're gonna move our roast back here. It's still gonna stay nice and warm, and that cast iron's gonna hold the heat really good. So by the time we eat, it should stay warm without cooking anymore. And let's take a peek at our crisp. Oh yeah, it's bubbling. That should be ready for dessert.
All right, dinner is done. This pork roast smells amazing. It looks so delicious here, guys. I'm going to throw it on the cutting board here. It's nice and juicy. Let's slice it up here. Oh, that is so tender. And then on top of the rice, we'll just take some of this broth And that adds lots and lots of flavor. Dinner is served. All right, dinner was amazing. I pigged out as usual. Now it's time for dessert. We have the berry rhubarb crisp. And we're gonna throw a little bit of vanilla ice cream on top. Oh, this stuff is steaming hot. It smells so good. Well, that was one busy weekend. We had so much stuff done, from hitting the bush, cutting wood. We got both pigs into the freezer. There was definitely no sitting around for us, but it feels good to have all that stuff done.
Yeah, and I got a bunch of cooking done on the wood stove. That's always nice. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I took some time earlier and was reading through all the comments, and it's just so cool to see like everybody from all over the world. So don't be afraid to drop us a line. We love hearing from you.
And yeah, if you guys have some topics you guys want to see or different recipes you want us to cook, just drop them down in the comments and we'll definitely film it and keep making content. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.